Hello children, today I am planning to take up poem Bangle Sellors. Okay, children, the very title Bangle Sellors shows or intimates that in this poem we are going to talk about the bangle sellers, the job of bangle sellers, what they do, what they sell, and for whom they sell their products. This poem, The Bangle Seller, is written by Sarojini Naidu. Now children, before getting into the poem and analysis of poem, let's just look into a brief introduction about the poetess Sarojini Naidu. Poetess. Children, who is poetess? Lady poet writer is known as poetess, and a male poet and a male person who write poetry is known as poet. Okay, so children, Sarojini Naidu was born in the year 1879 and she died in the year 1949. She participated in Indian freedom struggle. She's also known as the Nightingale of India. She was born in a Bengali family in Hyderabad. She returned the title of Kesar-e-Hind after Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Jallianwala Bagh tragedy was a huge massacre, and it was a very disturbing event in the history of India. That many great poets, writers, they just refused their and returned their honors which were given to them. Sarojini Naidu is one of them. Then Rabindranath Tagore also refused his titles. Okay, now children, let's take up the works, some works written by Sarojini Naidu. First I have taken the Indian Weavers, and the second I have taken the Bangle Sellers, which you are going to do today. Okay, and there are many other works. Her poems, now what are the qualities in her poem? What is the main essence that we can look into her poem? What are the main elements? Her poems are quite musical. Her verses are musical. It shows true color of India. Okay, she depicts true picture of Indian life. Okay, children, one more very important information about her is that her birthday falls on 8th March, which is celebrated as Women's Day. So this was a little bit of introduction which I shared to you about Sarojini Naidu and what the poem Bangle Sellers will deal with. Now let's take up the poem. Okay, so here goes the poem. Bangle Sellers. So who are those bangle sellers? Bangle sellers are a group of people who sell bangles. Are we who bear? Okay, so we is talking about the bangle sellers. This pronoun we, it shows emphasis or draws emphasis on the bangle sellers. Who bear? Bear means to carry. Are shining loads to the temple fair. So here the poet says that here the bangle sellers, they say that we the bangle sellers carry loads of bangles on us on our shoulders, and we move to the temple fair to sell our beautiful bangles. So these bangle sellers, they are going to a temple fair where they are going to sell their bangles. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow tinted circles of light? Now see, he is putting a question. He is advertising his product. He is advertising his bangles, that he is calling his his desired customers towards to come and purchase his bangles. That's why he says that who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow tinted colors of light. Rainbow tinted, these glass bangles, they are very beautiful and they are multicolored, so they have been compared to rainbow. And circles of light, they are multicolored, okay, and they are very beautiful looking. Lustrous tokens of radiant life. Radiant is happy lives, okay. So these bangles, these beautiful colorful bangles, they shows the that when women wear them in their hands, that brightness of those bangles, that shining element in that bangles shows that the woman is very content and happy. For happy daughters and happy wives. So for whom are these beautiful rainbow tinted bangles? These are for happy daughters. Happy daughters means when these girls, young girls, maidens, they wear these beautiful bangles in their hands, and when they move, it produces a tinkling sound. So that shows that these girls, they are very happy, and they are young girls are very happy, and they are making up their minds to get married very soon. There is a desire in their heart that soon they'll be married and happy wives. And it also shows the mood of happy women, that how contented the women are, okay. So in the very first stanza, what happens here? The bangle sellers, they are advertising their products, okay. They are talking about themselves. Children, here bangle seller is the speaker of the poem. He is the speaker of the poem, okay. So he is saying that we carry the loads of bangles on our shoulder, and we are going to the temple fair, okay. And there he calls his desired customers to come and purchase beautiful, colorful bangles, okay. And these colorful bangles, they depict the mood, happiness, and the content attitude of these women. Now let's come to the second stanza. That what in second stanza talks